Hey, it's Heather, and the book I read was There's a Boy in Here, and it's written by Judy and Sean Barron. And the main characters are Sean, and he's the one who has autism, and Judy is a mom, and she's the one that's kind of like most affected by it because she thinks that it's her fault why her son is the way he is. And Ron is the father, and he doesn't really have much input in the story. He's just kind of there. And Megan is the younger sister, and she's 2 years younger than Sean. And her and him are like kind of best friends because she's like the only one who really understands him. And the book is written by both of them, which is pretty cool because you get to see what runs through both of their minds, like, which is pretty cool because it shows you what the mom's thinking and then what the son's thinking. So I think that's pretty cool. And then people who have autism like really can't control like their impulses and like what they're doing. So it's pretty much like you're trapped in your like own body and you have no way to get out. And like he gets these like obsessions, and like some of them are he's afraid of left turns, so like every time his family and him would go out, if they would make a left turn, he would like freak and like throw temper tantrums. And his parents would try to explain to him that it's okay to make a left turn, but in his mind it wasn't. And he got on this thing where he'd watch Gilligan Island over and over because he thought the show was funny and he wanted to be funny so that other kids, like he'd fit in because at school everybody always made fun of him. And he like goes through these phases like where he gets attached to like certain things. Like for like the longest time he was addicted to numbers. So like before he ever started talking, he would only like read time or like read numbers off like if he was watching TV and like some number came up to call, he would like that's the only thing he would really read out loud. And what I think is pretty odd, like till he was about 5 years old, he didn't even like know that who his parents was or who his family was. Like he like knew them, but he didn't like acknowledge their existence. And the parents went to like all these different kind of doctors and meetings to figure out what was wrong with their son. And every time they went, they said that it was pretty much the mom's fault, like just her parenting and what she did while she was pregnant. So that's why the mother felt so much guilt on herself. And when he gets to high school is when he starts realizing like he wants to be different, like so he kind of like he like starts to realize what he's doing, but he really still can't control it. But he kind of like he like has more acknowledgence of it. And then in the very end of the book, they move to California, and that's like when he starts to grow up. And then, which I think is pretty cool, is he still had autism and he still had all these problems, and he still graduated high school and he went to college and he got his master's degree in, I think it was child care development with like preschoolers and stuff. And he learns like to deal with his problems through college because he takes a coping class which helps him. And he watches another video on a kid who has autism, which in the video the kid's like just like him, so he kind of sees like how he was treating people and he kind of feels bad. And then I think the very best part is when he has a heart-to-heart with his mom for the first time ever, like the first time he's ever sat down with her and told her he's sorry and like for everything he's done and he wants to be a better person. And that kind of makes their family life a lot closer in the end. And that's pretty much my book. Hope you liked it.